Well, tonight, WBTV is on your side with an inside look at how local investigators finally busted a sophisticated band of burglars.
Paul, it was one of the largest theft rings in North Carolina history ever. 9 people committing hundreds and hundreds of burglaries. They hit homes in Stanley County, up to 80 homes in Union County, over 100 homes in Cabarrus County, and dozens in Anson, Rowan, Randolph, Davidson, Vance, Montgomery, Moore, and Forsyth. And then they crossed into South Carolina and broke into homes in York and Marlborough counties. Investigators who were fooled by them helped us with the following reenactment. It shows how crafty crooks can be watching you when you have no idea you're being watched. Their days began under the cover of dark on country roads.
Most of the time they would work from 9 to 5.
A gang of thieves, rustling leaves, breaking branches, the only sounds made as they creep through the woods.
A lot of times they would pick homes that weren't right on top of each other.
They put some thought into it.
Once in place, the stakeout is on. Dressed in camouflage, armed with binoculars, radios, and patience.
They're still at home.
Tell me when the coast is clear.
I wouldn't say they were smart, but they had become rather good at doing what they were doing.
These 4 investigators spent months chasing what they call the most elusive burglars to ever hit North Carolina. The case fascinated them and us so much they helped us recreate the entire operation.
I'm about 2 miles from you.
The group's ringleader is a man named Michael Chad Bowers. During the burglaries, he drives around as a lookout.
The coast is clear out here so far.
Bowers might be the leader, but his crew of 8 beneath him does his dirty work. Many met while in jail.
Every one of these guys had a previous criminal history.
The crew does their homework, choosing homes where moms go to pick up kids at school or families head out to church. As soon as a homeowner takes off, the burglars pounce.
They're leaving so you can move in.
I'm on my way.
Within minutes, they're in and out, grabbing whatever they can find.
Flat screen TVs, firearms, jewelry, cash.
One of our victims had $25,000 in cash stolen out of a home safe.
Once even stealing a Christmas tree.
It really was the Grinch that stole Christmas for some of these people.
As quickly as they come in, they leave. 5 minutes, maybe 10. A total wipeout.
There was a large shoe print here.
It happened to this man.
With this door open.
We'll call him John.
They took cameras, they took knives, guns, lots of guns. They took my grandson's piggy bank.
Evidence shows John's story is one of hundreds. Hundreds! This burglary ring hit so many and was so successful, Michael Bowers had his girlfriend rent a storage unit to store the loot.
This one?
This is it. The crew would drop off what they stole and then take off to hit another house.
Their techniques were very good. I mean, they changed cars, they changed houses, they moved, they got rid of the property very quickly.
So how did they eventually get caught? It happened on a Union County intersection, and what happened here surprised even seasoned investigators. That part of the story is coming up next on WBTV News here at 11 o'clock. More now on our exclusive access to how one of the biggest burglary rings in North Carolina's history was busted. 9 people stole over $1 million worth of flat screens, laptops, cash, jewelry, and guns from hardworking people. They were hurting people just like you and me. They were caught after investigators finally got the break they'd been waiting for.
Well, they operated using different vehicles. The white van was just one vehicle.
Detectives across our area were on the lookout for that white van. One day, a Union County deputy got lucky.
This particular officer sees a white van, and in his, I think what he described, they were acting erratic.
They pulled off now, got the hood up, 2 white males.
Union County Detective Ben Baker eventually pulled them over.
Walking up to the van, just from where I was standing, I could see that the cargo area of the van was full of four-wheeler, a television, a street motorcycle, and different things.
Hey, Ben.
There the case would bust wide open. Evidence kept coming, from the storage unit to the homes to the crews selling each other out during interrogations.
I was there, but I didn't drive.
Detectives realized this wasn't just stolen property, but stolen firearms.
We've seized or only identified a little over 100. I would probably triple that number, somewhere in the 300
area.
Over 300 guns stolen and resold on the open market. Those guns are why this case went federal.
We took each breaking and entering from the 12 counties and we hand-picked the best ones with the most potential firepower that we could put in the federal court system.
With the feds' help, the group was recently sentenced to 68+ years in prison between the 9 of them. Ringleader Michael Chad Bowers got the most time.
He received a sentence of 27 years, 2 months.
A relief for investigators who'd been stumped.
It's unclear whether they actually set out with a plan or just got lucky and sort of fell into a routine. I wouldn't say they were rocket scientists by far.
They got caught.
They always do.
They always do get caught. This group was about to up the ante, though. They said they were going to start stealing all the furniture in a house as well, Paul. They had a contact in New York who could sell it, so they were going to get rid of it quickly.
What's the motivation here? I mean, why were they stealing so much volume? Is this drugs?
They did drugs, sort of recreational for themselves, heroin, pills, and crack cocaine, but their motivating factor was simply to make quick cash to end up paying their own bills.
Interesting story. Nice look inside, Molly.